Hey guys, it's me, MackJack again. I am here to bring you a helpful video. I've had quite a few people ask me how I have created the different levels of my escape maze where there's like a secret small entrance or a hidden or where you can walk through a wall, the trap wall or ice wall, and then just some hints on sneaky things for escape mazes or whatever maps you're making. I promised a few people that I would be putting out a YouTube video explaining all of my sneaky ways. These are just some of the ones that I've come up with that I can think of off top right now. There might be more that I've used or will be using that I just don't remember right now, but this is the video for you guys needing help with how to create those different sneaky things. So let me show you. So for the first one here, and this one is definitely going to be the most requested form, it's going to be the sneaky castle little small entrance. So you're going to need this castle prefab. It's the only place you can find this wall. So if you go to the prefab section, it's the one just called castle there. It's going to be the Polar Peak castle. So you go up the stairs here, and then right behind the throne is this wall. It's got wood on one side and stone on the other, and this is a wall unlike any other. You can place it without having to have it snap, so you can move it and you can shrink it, grow it, and do all kinds of things with it. It is definitely a very useful wall that a lot of people know about, but a lot of people don't know about. So I would recommend grabbing this wall, playing around with it, and this is the one you will need to do to make a sneaky entrance. So for example, if you are playing, we have our floors here, and then you're gonna put this wall. You can go ahead and grid snap it to 16 to kind of give you an idea. But you're going to really have to play around with getting it to fit. Now I've got the wrong size here. I'm going to go back and grab another one. So I expanded the growth on that. So I got it again. You really want to try to get it as seemingly invisible as possible. You want it to look like it's an extension off this wall. So that's pretty good right there. It looks like it's just small little line. So here's an entrance here, but now you want to be able to make and close it off. I try to move it a little bit as far as you can to where your character can still go through it. So that your character cannot go through, so we need to move it a little bit to the left. There. Same thing. It'll be right there. Yep. And then the same thing with the height. So you're going to move it. The height is always a little bit more difficult. So you put it in and you've got yourself a little hole in the wall, but you need to adjusting until you can fit through. There we go. Like I said, try to make it as seemingly invisible as possible. This one's being a little finicky, but it's definitely something you have to play around with on making it work. But you can try different grid snaps. You can do no grid snap, and that might help as well. But again, you just have to keep playing around with it. So that is how you do the holes in the walls. You can also create like a small path walkway, play around with that. There's all kinds of things. I mean, there's so many things you can do with this wall. So let your creativity flow with that. I always make sure to top it off so you can't see the roof to make it look clean from the inside. And then you also want to, like when you're publishing your map, try to hide that you did any of those just in case people can see your map from the outside. So they're not like, oh, I know there's a secret wall coming up. So hide that as best as you can. Okay, so we've got that, and then there is also an Arctic prefab that has a wall that is similar. So in this Arctic prefab here, it's in the gallery prefab, and then it is called Arctic Base Wall Gallery. This one here right next to the pink tree. This one, you have a wall here. It's got a little line in it, but I found that it can be pretty sneaky as well. I used it in my Slides and Doors 3. So you can move this one up and down any way you'd like as well. So it's the same kind of freestanding, free-floating wall. You can put it anywhere you'd like, just like that castle one. So that wall is also pretty sneaky and helpful. Also this here, this is usually the wall I use, or the arch I use to place traps over. So you could, this is one of the only arches in the game that you can put a trap over to be able to walk through it. So for example, put a trap there and you can walk right through, or you can do an actual trap and walk through. Stubborn. Oops. And you can walk through those. So the big key here is because you can see the orange sticking out from the bottom. I usually use the orange flooring to hide the sticking out from the bottom the best that you can. I mean, you can try other floors, but the orange is definitely going to blend it in the most, because you can still kind of see underneath there. But if you use the orange ones, which let me find real quick, get an idea. Down here. So if you use the orange floor, it blends in really well, so you can't tell. So I recommend, if you're doing a invisible trap wall and you don't want the floor to be seen, do an area with a lot of orange floors. You can always cover them up with the stone if you need to. You can turn this wall and rotate it like a floor. So for example, turn it like a floor and lay it on top if you don't like the orange. So there's all kinds of things you can do. You just got to play around with them. The other thing, if you're trying to have a trap that you can fall through, this floor right here on the all black prefab, so this either these two structures, gallery black, reflective black galleries, is going to be the smallest you can do to be able to place a trap on it. So it will let you place the trap over top of that and you can fall through. So that is my sneakiness with falling through traps. These floors are super great as well. There's so many things you can do with those. So yeah, so those are what I use for sneaky stuff. I hope this video helps you guys and come up with some fun creations. Let me know if you do. Thanks so much for watching. You guys have a good one.